Stack Nation, Stack Nation.
Champions.
Welcome back to the channel.
It's all about the culture.
The blockchain economy has approached us.
In your
Lord.
face.
It is here and there is nothing we can do about it.
No.
And out of all people that are introducing the blockchain economy right now, okay, it is the most zigzag of them all, okay? From regular fiat to CBDC, back to regular fiat, back to blockchain economy. Did they give the people money? Oh man, zigzag activity coming straight out of Nigeria, man. Listen to this situation here. The Nigerian government, didn't they just come in a recent election? What is going on?
I'm tired of these people, man.
Ooh.
I don't tire.
Oh, Nigerian government approves national policy to blockchain powered economy. They're like, we don't care. We'll keep sending it. So it says Nigeria's government approved a national blockchain policy on Wednesday as part of the country's effort to transition to a digital economy. The policy announcement makes no mention of crypto. Oh, wow. Wait, what?
Keep going.
Bro, what are people writing these articles, bro? The devil will punish all of you. Which the government cracked down on in 2021. Let me point out to you people, okay?
They cracked down on the 2021. Is it not crypto? God.
So you guys cracked down on crypto in 2021. Then now you're making crypto your economy. Because that's really what it is.
That's
man.
what it is.
If you say blockchain, you're crypto, man. You're Bitcoin or crypto. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The moment you say blockchain, CBDC is crypto.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the hardest shit coin of them all.
Yep.
So, the hash panel discusses the outlook for Nigeria's blockchain-powered economy. Was it a bunch of old people?
Who knows? I was not in the room.
Okay. Well, this is the thing. They were probably not even in a room. That's why there's no picture. They're not even finish this thing with a picture.
Hey, it was
Sure.
done. It was done in somebody's house.
Listen,
in the middle of the night.
Listen, if they were posting something saying that the World Economic Forum was at a meeting, have they ever posted it without showing like a picture of Schwab on like a massive stage that is bigger than freaking people's houses?
Nigeria is so corrupt. They can't even organize a massive stage because someone's gotta get paid.
Listen. The person who wrote this article, okay, needs to bring more evidence that this is happening, bro. I cannot trust it. But anyway, let's push on. Okay. So this is something that is happening, right? It's happening nonetheless, right? So again, I think one thing we point out here is this is one of those adages as well in the Bitcoin space, right? First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. We have seen these people ignore crypto or Bitcoin for a long time.
Let's just say Bitcoin.
Yes, let's just say Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Right. They said it's not, it's not useful technology. It's not effective. Poses no threat to the economy. So they laughed at people, especially when the prices were dropping. We've seen it multiple times during those bear markets where they're just like, oh yeah, Bitcoin is dead.
Yeah, just
blah,
a bunch
blah,
of
blah.
kids
Exactly.
messing with new technology.
But then suddenly, if you have noticed, since lockdown,
they had the old situation with the police, and they used Bitcoin to help support the guys because they shut their bank accounts down, and they were able to use Bitcoin to go around the government to pay the people at the toll gates. And they got so mad they came and fire bullets against people and killed a bunch of people. They saw the true impact of Bitcoin.
And now there is a ferocious fight to bring Bitcoin to the end. Listen to this statement again.
They shut the banks down from even using Bitcoin and everything.
First, they ignore you. Then they laugh at you. Then they fight you. Then you win.
Gang.
They're fighting us now. Right? There's only one left. The part where we win. Because, dude, if these people could stop this thing, they would have stopped it. We know this.
They tried. Like they were blocking. They were telling banks that if you ever dealt with crypto, they're gonna shut the bank down and everything.
China gave it their best shot. Okay, and if you listen, I think China is the one place where I think that if anyone is most anti-Bitcoin, right, it's them. And even in that environment, Bitcoin is still working as intended, and people have Bitcoin in China.
Can I use Hong Kong in the same statement as China, because there's that little divide going on there. Hong Kong recently just announced that they're about to allow banks to start transacting back in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies.
Hong Kong is China, bro.
I know. I don't want to get into that.
No, it's China. I don't want to get into that either, bro. Xi Jinping has weapons. It's China.
So
I'm just kidding.
So in China, the same has already happened.
Yeah, look, it's still working. Okay, like the Bitcoin, no matter where, no matter what, it's still functioning as intended, right? So now the thing is, Nigeria says it has approved this policy and it's going to have this blockchain-powered economy. Mm-hmm. This policy is implemented by the National Information Technology Development Agency, right? And so they're aiming to create a framework for blockchain technology adoption in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. When they say blockchain technology adoption in Nigeria, we know that there's recently been the CBDC situation.
E-Naira.
And so we have to ask ourselves, well, you have the E-Naira, right? Is this is no different from it? It seems like.
Are you trying to redirect, re-image, rebrand?
Rebranding, marketing, right? So maybe they're thinking now maybe we should take a softer approach.
Repackaging. Let's call it what they call
Make
it.
It seem like, oh yeah, we're introducing this thing. After you just try to choke your people out. Mad people.
With your new Naira.
So this is what is important to be paying attention to here, man. Nigeria is one of the countries that actually has the highest usage of Bitcoin. Adoption rate of Bitcoin. These people have been at it peer-to-peer exchanges for the longest of times before all of these shenanigans started coming through. Okay, the capital flight is happening. They just cannot see it. Which is probably horrible to calculate because
the digital economy already exists. Yeah. They're just not taking advantage of it.
Well, they were laughing at it and ignoring it, right? But I think that it's important that we still point out that Bitcoin is capable of delivering everything that is being spoken about.
Mm-hmm. Already is. Already is.
Right? So let's discuss the vision on how Bitcoin can be right for the right blockchain for the Nigerian economy.
Yep.
Right. What is the vision, or what is your vision, or how do you see it? I know one time was recently last week, you posted something on Twitter. It was like a 3-point plan.
Oh, stop! Don't start that.
I thought that was cool. You know, Kenny is going to be the next president of Nigeria, man. Yeah.
I'm Nigerian American, man. I'm not messing with Nigeria.
It does not matter, bro. Listen, what do you mean, bro? We have to go back and take back this place, man, by force. By fire, by force, man. We have to go back.
Oh, by the way, I'm wearing the uniform. You know.
Yeah, bro. We have to go back and take our home, bro.
One nation.
It's been yeah.
After God.
Yeah, but go ahead.
You know, under the Bitcoin standard.
You know what I mean? Wait, how do they say it when you give it? How say? Is it Ogedo or is it Ogini?
Ogini. Yeah.
Ogini.
Yeah.
Tell it. That's okay. Carry on.
Yeah. So a vision under the Bitcoin blockchain standard, if Nigerians choose to be smart this time around and not let corruption get in the way. Because I do believe that if we went the route of cryptocurrency, which Nigeria is so really good at, money under the table, we will have multiple situations of FTX type situation, the Terra Lunars in Nigeria. Hence, why we recommend a Bitcoin standard in Nigeria, right? A Bitcoin standard will create for more transparency, improve transparency, kind of like what happened during the elections, you know?
Actually.
Reduce corruption, everything on the blockchain, you know, you can privatize.
Transparency.
Some of it if you want to, so that you can, you know, protect your governance. But more importantly, we know where the money is going. We can tell if the government is transferring money into their son's account so that they can go buy some houses in London. You know, it will foster economic growth. Talking about economic growth, have you seen what the Lightning Network has been doing lately? Open source, much cheaper.
Global transactions.
To execute.
Yeah.
Global transaction. Let's talk about transaction within Africa before you even talk about global transaction. You can now transact internally on the continent with one currency without having to worry about going across borders to go through the SWIFT to settle your transaction. between Africa, right? Increase your GDP by now also allowing yourself to export, import under one currency that is not influenced by Jerome Powell's inflation, higher interest rates. Boom, Bitcoin standard, the entire globe uses that currency. That is how you can bring Nigeria back to being the elephant of Africa.
Yeah, I think that's the way to rise up from the ashes, man. It's absolutely incredible. Well, here's the thing. We know that a lot of people have their hand in the pot here. One of the interesting things around this as well is this idea of the IMF advising African countries on how they should navigate their economy. I think it's always an interesting question to always ask, why is it that there is this massive organization of white men advising African nations on what they should or should not do with their economy?
Men that people did not elect, by the way.
Well, I'm just saying again that it's a bunch of white men advising Africa on how to navigate their economy. It does not make sense. It is literally not a step away from colonization. What was colonization?
Wipe out of your culture.
It was a bunch of white people that
value.
rolled in and infiltrated
Yep.
and took over and started imposing their own ways upon a nation, a whole continent, right?
By the way, still imposing.
So if you left, right, but you're still telling me that I cannot trade with this country and that country, what has changed?
They never left. They still left their roots.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Their
Like,
roots are still
according to them, they say they have left, right?
Yeah.
But you're still stopping me from trading with other people. You're stopping my economic growth.
Forcing me into debt.
Forcing me into debt. Taking out any of my presidents that try to improve the country.
Not allowed to sell my goods.
Again, man, it's repackaging. And it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You cannot repackage Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I found out was funny about this old blockchain economy in Nigeria? You know how Nigerians are just so good at transferring wealth to the hands of a very few. They say that they want this to help develop startups, you know, because fintech is a big thing in Nigeria. They create a new economy in Nigeria that could increase the GDP. The question is, why are you trying to create a product for a group of people when there's a product that can work for everybody?
That's true. That's true.
Ask El Salvador. El Salvador
I mean,
designed it in such a way.
El Salvador's doing its thing, man. You know what I mean? Again, let me point out again. The same group of white guys, the IMF, are against El Salvador using Bitcoin. Okay? And when I say a bunch of white guys, I'm not referring to everyone. Look at the average.
Hey,
listen,
come on, man.
The average white guy, I work with him, man.
I love
James, we're here. You know who I'm talking about, man.
Yes.
Okay? You guys, let's not act like this is some
Ratio,
like, you know what I mean?
the ratio divide.
You know,
Man.
if you want to take it that way, take it that way too.
Don't fall
man.
for
But-
it. Don't fall
But
for
I'm
it.
not following you down that road because that's a waste of your time. I'm not joining you. Bullshit.
no.
Right?
We love the whites. Oops.
Wow, Kenny, now we have to erase the whole fucking video, bro. What is going on, bro? What the fuck? Take that one back. Take that one back. Beautiful. Let's carry on. Let's push on. Actually, that one, you know, that was one that, you know what, is going to stand the test of time. Yeah. I promise you guys that. Where are we? Bitcoin is really where we want to recalibrate here, man. Bitcoin removes the human greed from the equation of governance.
Yes.
Right? Bitcoin is a global currency and gives you this ease of transaction to transact across. I don't think that poverty is happening because of lack of resources. Poverty is happening due to this friction in transferring money.
Transfer of value, transfer of your work, proof of work.
Exactly.
Some people can prove of work and store a lot more value.
Yes.
And some people prove of work and they're still poor, no matter how hard.
Bitcoin, secure, proven to be a good store of value. Actually, this is a quick story I want to share with you here. I was talking to a family member.
Yes.
And he was saying that I was telling him, like, you know, you should get more Bitcoin and get these Bitcoins and move them over the exchange. And he was saying that he does not want to move his Bitcoins because Coinbase gives him
APY
security.
Oh,
right.
Ooh.
Yes, it's someone that, you know, likes posh, secure institutions. You know what I mean? The Fidelity or what is another one?
Vanguard.
Vanguard. You know what I mean? Type
JP Morgan Chase.
Yes. And I'm like, I see, and that's kind of like, because I talk to people all the time, and when someone says something like that, I don't look at it like, what the heck, you know what I mean? I'm looking at it like, okay, well, this is what people are thinking, and this is what is causing people not to move. So how can we now go back and reverse this mindset, this thought process?
It's a mental,
right? So because I asked him, protection against what? Right? I'm like, what protection against what? He goes, well, he does not want his stuff to get, hacked or stolen and stuff like that.
But it's constantly getting debased.
Well, but here's what I said. Your stuff is on Coinbase, right? And I'm telling you to move it off the exchange. How many times has Coinbase been hacked and how many times has Bitcoin been hacked? Right?
Preach.
Coinbase has been hacked multiple times.
Yes.
If you were going to get rock pulled, it will be on Coinbase, okay? If your funds were going to get frozen, violating the same concept that is the blockchain environment, it would be on Coinbase, not in self-custody. But you see, Coinbase markets itself as this secure, safe institution. You cannot blame people for falling for it.
Marketing
it's deception.
works. Marketing
You know what I'm
works.
saying?
Yep.
It's deception. And so people go down that route, and then the next thing you know, at the time when it matters the most, your funds are frozen.
FTX reminds you of something? Because FTX was the master of marketing.
You must ask yourself, what are they trying to protect you from? Did you ask for these protections? Right? Bitcoin allows you, allows the unbanked to be banked so easily. No infrastructure required.
No internet required.
Yes, we don't need to put up plants and build a whole building for 7 years.
You don't even need a digital phone.
No. You can use the thing as long as you're alive, really, and you have the desire to use it. You'll find a way to use it. Final thoughts, sir. Let's wrap this one up.
Yeah, so as we look at Nigeria's plan or vision to go into the blockchain technology, I just want us to keep in mind that they are going to be introduced to a lot of crypto, a lot of shittiness out there. If Nigeria is wise and they really want to go to a better future and take advantage of the blockchain technologies, they should really, really consider the number one that started all of this, that is still working and still providing value and avoiding all the destruction of your value, destruction of economy, Bitcoin. Just take the time. Nigerians are very smart people. Do your due diligence, do your due research. And I do hope that this is not a marketing or a repackaging attempt of the e-naira.
It is. Mark my words here. Let me tell you what is going to happen. We're going to, clip this video. In a couple months, we'll come back. And I think what they're doing, they're just building a base layer where you can actually transact using the e-naira as CBDC. If you're transitioning over to e-naira, but the people take the money, but they're not actual, point of sale systems or other infrastructure in place that will accept those payments, then you were really jumping ahead of yourself. I think that they're just pulling back, recalibrating, making everyone feel like, oh yeah, we can do this thing. But everything they'll be building will be such that you can pay with e-nairas. I think that's what is happening here. These people don't give leeway, man. I understand the mindset. They don't give leeway. They will not introduce anybody to no cryptos. It's straight up CBDC activity coming up right now.
You know the e-naira do have a terrible adoption rate.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. They have not learned from it. It's coming back, except this time around, they're going to put in point of sale system, everything everywhere, and make it convenient to use the e-naira. More convenient than whatever they have going on right now. That's the way.
Again, if you're paying attention, watch out for the sneaky bastards.
Yeah, exactly. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Buy Bitcoin.
Simple as that. Not financial advice, because we don't want the SEC coming after us.
Yeah. Well, the SEC does not cover Bitcoin. So
they could change that definition.
Well, we change our definition of what buying is too. Yeah. Who knows what buying is?
I don't know.
Okay, fine. Buy Bitcoin. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, praise it out.